All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash. Peace and blessing to the nation of Israel. Okay, this is brother McQuarrie from Living Waters Church. So I'm going to get right into it. This video is going to be called Price of Admission. Okay, because everything comes at a price to somebody, right? And we know that Yahweh Shai, he paid the biggest price, right? But this is 2 Timothy's 3:12. It says, ye and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution, right? So the name of the game is to what? Live godly. And we know that everybody who wants to live godly has to suffer persecution. Okay, that's just the name of the game, because we know that this world is filthy and polluted, right? And Yahweh set it up to be that way so that people can be proven, right? Let's see. This is Hebrews 12:6. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So everybody who the Lord receives, right, they had to be chastened, right? So the Lord set up this contrary world specifically for the elect to get tested, okay, to see who's who, right? Let's see. Proverbs 18:12. It says, before destruction the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. And but before a person is destroyed, they're very, very haughty. Right now, right before a person receives honor, he's going to have to go through humility, okay? Being brought low, humiliation, right? That's the path. But right before a person gets destroyed, they're in a very, very haughty spirit. And right before a person receives glory, they're in a very, very low, humble spirit, right? It's just how that works, right? And that's pretty much with anything. It's like when you training to work out. Well, when you work out for a specific reason, like if you want to get faster, stronger for a sport, right? You got to go through a humility stage where training is super hard, right? But over time it gets easier, right? Which is going into that glory. Okay, you're reaching a certain level, and that's, like I said, that's with everything. Studying, right? Every single thing is that learning curve where you're on that build up is humility, but you gotta stick to it. You gotta have that what's the word? You gotta have that discipline, okay? That discipline, because without discipline, you can't get from point A to point B. Okay, without discipline, you can't reasonably get to point A and point B without that discipline. That discipline goes a long way. Let me see. James 1:2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Exactly. So when you're going through things, just basically take it as a blessing. Okay, because the more things you go through, the stronger you're getting built up. The more things you got experiencing, right? The more things that you understand that the Lord can bring it. And we all know that the Lord can bring us out of anything. We all know that. Anybody who has faith believes that. But it's different between believing it and knowing it, and believing it because you went through it, right? Because you can believe that the Lord can do anything, but when you specifically get tested, because it's like I said, it's different between believing it and knowing it, and believing it and then living it. Because living it is a whole nother feeling. Okay, that's a whole nother thing you gotta wrap your head around, right? Because when you're going through something, even though you could believe, like for an example, Yahweh Shai, he knew what he was going to have to go through, right? Since he came here, he knew what he had to go through. He knew what the mission was. But when he actually had to go through it, it was hard. Okay, it was very, very hard, right? So, but he knew what was going to happen. He knew what he had to sign up for, right? But actually going through the thing it was a different thing he had to get used to, right? But again, with that, another thing that falls back into, again, this is the price of admission. This is not easy, right? These are things that we gotta go through. This is the price. Let me see. This is Romans chapter 5 and 3. It says, not only so, we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope, and hope maketh not ashamed, because of the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us. Right? So when you go through things, you're getting the experience, the hope, right? When you're getting all these different things, it makes you not ashamed. It makes you, so when the Lord has brought you through so many different things, right? Over time, your experience grows, your faith grows, your patience grows, right? Your hope grows, right? So when you go through certain things, you're not like freaking out. You know what to do. You know the Lord is going to be there for you. You know how to handle it. Matter of fact, Paul said something like that. Let me see. Philippians 4:12. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound everywhere, and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. So, and that's one of the levels that you want to reach, understanding how to conduct and how to feel when you're up, right? And how to conduct and how to feel when you're down low, because you got people who's good in the middle, but when they get high up, they lose themselves. And then when you, same thing, you get people who get too low, they lose themselves. People get high, forget the Father, and then just put them on the back burner, right? People, because they feel like, oh, I'm good, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. It's like Christians, they don't really call on the Father until somebody dies, or they can't pay a bill. That's when they want to call on the Father. They're not regularly praying to the Father or praising the Father. They're not regularly doing this. Only when they need something. And then you got people, and that's a result of them being high. Then you got some people who get real low and forget the Father. They come up with a mindset. You know what? I ain't gonna wait for the Father. I'm gonna do it myself, right? So you got people who don't. A lot of people don't understand how to react when they're low, and you got people who don't know how to react when they're high, and that's from pretty much, I guess, a lack of discipline, a lack of experience, right? Because when you're sober and you're vigilant, you understand, you can see the high time when the Lord, because we know the Lord is going to deal with everybody according to a balance. He's not going to give them all high, and he's not going to give them all low. Now the person who's sober, he understands those high times are not going to be permanent, but he enjoys them anyway, right? And just like when this person go through bad times, He understands this is not going to be permanent, and he endures it, right? The problem is people get wrapped up. Oh, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be up forever, or people get wrapped up. I'm going to be down forever, right? No, if you serve the Lord, you got to understand. It's the price of admission is going up and down. Okay, and the best thing you could do is just realize what time you're in and adapt. Okay, mentally prepare, because you cannot be sober and then not realize you're in a down situation, and then you just get into like a a faithless type of feel where you're forgetting about the Lord and you're trying to take things into your own hands now, right? Let me see. This is Psalms 34 and 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Yahweh redeemeth the souls of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. And you got to understand that if you trust in the Lord, you got to say, okay, things can be bad, but the Lord is going to give you a way out. No matter how bad things get, if you trust in the Lord and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's going to be a way for you to get out. Uh, it's going to be something to get through it. I don't want to say get out in a sense of oh well, like imagine if you get cancer and you think, oh well, I follow the Lord, so he's going to find me a cure so I can not have cancer anymore. When the Lord gets you out of a situation, doesn't necessarily mean you don't have to go through it. It means he's going to give you the strength to endure it. It can also mean that, okay, like with Yahushua, he couldn't pass that cup, but the Father gave him strength to endure. And it's a lot of examples like that. Okay, that's why it's better, instead of praying to not go through things, it's better to pray to get the strength to go through things. Okay, because when the Lord, he's going to put you through certain things that you're not going to be able to avoid. So your best bet is to pray for strength. Okay, we can always pray for strength. Okay, that's the best bet. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous. So many are the afflictions. So the thing that the righteous got to go through is high level. Okay, this isn't easy, but again, what is that? The price of admission. This is Revelation 21:4. It says, Yahweh and Yahweh Shemi Al shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. So Yahweh Shemi Al is going to make, at the end of the day, is going to make all things right. Okay, right now we just got to pay that price for the admission fee to get in, right? And that's with anything in life, right? A job, a career, there's an admission fee. Okay, there's an admission fee, a thing you got to pay up front, whatever the case may be on what that fee is. Okay, even with like regular jobs, you gotta wait 2 weeks to get paid. Okay, that's it. That's a specific price. That's like a price submission for that. Okay, you might even get like a 30-day probation period, right? Everything has a price of admission, right? But this is the one that's worth it the most, getting into the kingdom. Okay, but Lord willing, I come back with a part 2 with that. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Shalom.